Hello everyone and welcome to IT Nectar. In today's video I am going to show you how we can achieve this nav behavior by using JavaScript. So let's get started. For that I have set up a simple file and here I have set up a logo and a main UL and a hamburger. Alright. Initially I don't want this hamburger to appear on the nav. For that I have to target this hamburger by giving a class like this. Now target this hamburger in CSS and give it a property display of none by this. As you can see, this hamburger is no more on viewport. Alright, but I want to make it show again when this hamburger or when the screen approaches to this particular width, that is 992 pixel. So on media query I have to target it again and give it a display of block. By this we are able to see it again when the screen approaches to, here is the button, 992 pixel. Alright, but when this screen approaches to 992 pixel, I want to make some of the changes in this nav as well. What are those changes? For that first I have to target this nav. I have given it a class of nav list, copy it and target it in media query. Alright, I want when this screen approaches to 992 pixel, this nav list, the flex direction of this nav list should be column, flex direction of column, and I have given I want to give it some of the background color of light gray and a width of 50% as well. Now when the screen approaches to 992 pixel, the whole situation becomes like this. I want this particular nav that it will going to shift itself from this particular side to out of this viewport, and when I click on this particular button hamburger, it will going to place itself on top and left corner of the viewport, and I can by giving it position of fixed. Whenever we give position fixed to any of the element, it will going to make itself out of the flow of viewport and going to you can say that stuck itself to the viewport. I want to make it that it should go and make itself at top 0 and left of 0 of our viewport, and as you can see it has been shifted to top and left corner of the viewport. Now I want that this will not appear in the screen, it will go out of the screen, and when I click on this particular button it will going to show or appear in the screen. I can by giving it a property of transform translate of x, because I want to shift it in x direction with -100%. Now as you can see it will going to shift itself out of the viewport. I want to make it again in the viewport when I click on this particular button. We can perform this action by using JavaScript. Now the whole story is this, that I want to make change, to bring some of the change in this particular UL by clicking on this hamburger. So we have to target these two, both of the elements in JavaScript. We can by giving it a particular ID. Here I am giving an ID of burger btn to this particular item. Let document dot query selector and go grab this element which has the ID of this one. Alright, now I have to give a particular ID to this UL because I want to target this UL. Why? Because when I click on this particular hamburger icon, change should be appear in this UL. For this, id of main nav, copy and paste it. And here I am. Alright. Now I want that the browser will listen to this button, only this button. And what listen? When I click, when I perform a click event on this button. For that, I will target this variable which contains this particular item and add event listener on it. This event will going to listen a click event, and whenever this click event happen, it will going to launch a function. This function performs, it will go grab this element that is basically our UL, and it will check all of the list of the variable classes and add another class with name nav toggle. Now we style this class here, that translate of x0. Now when I refresh it and click on this particular item, I think I haven't saved this file, and let me save all of the files now. Refresh it again. Now when I clicked on this button, it only adds, but what do I need? I need that when I click on this button, if this nav is not in the viewport, it should bring this nav to the viewport, and when I click again, if it's in the viewport, it should going to disappear the nav. I can do the same by just simply replacing this add keyword to toggle. And as you can see, initially navbar is no more in the viewport, but when I click on this particular button, it will going to appear, and when I click again on the same button, it will going to disappear. But initially here is jerk behavior on this particular nav list. So to make it smooth, I have to give it the property transition all, time of 0.3 second, and a linear behavior is being required. And as you can see that now things are better. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.